Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. This is Shannon and we are take two. Hey guys, welcome back, and I'm Shannon here at Wine, Tea, and Paper, and today I'm gonna bring you my October haul video. So these are just going to be physical books that I received in the month of October, and I'm going to share them with you. So first I got Verify, and this is by Joelle. Oh, I should have practiced these before I... Charbonneau. I got this book in my Beacon book box for October. It was Halloween themed. So the only thing I know about this book is that it's dystopian and there's a girl in this book. That's all I really know. As I take my book completely apart, this seems to deal with words and false news. So that's kind of fun and relatable. But the cool thing about this cover is that there are some, the cover's kind of matte, but then there's words in gloss black on top of the matte black. It says, can't fight what you don't know. And it's just over and over and over, all over the black parts of this book. And then I also got a signed letter. My book is also signed. And then I also received this cool author letter, and it's specifically for a Beacon reader, which is the box that I received this in, Beacon book box. And I am not going to read this to you because I think it's really special that I received this with this book. So I'm going to keep this for myself only. And eventually I think I'm going to kind of not tape it to the book because I want to be able to see both sides, but kind of put it in the book like an extra page. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that yet. So if you have any suggestions for me how to do that, if you get author letters and what you do with them, that would be greatly appreciated. So and look at that spine. That's really cool. This book I received from an author. It's a finished review copy. This is The Winter Sisters, and I received this from Tim Westover, which is the author. I was sent an email asking me if I wanted to review The Winter Sisters and if I wanted an arc or a finished copy of this book, and I said that I would love a physical copy of this book to review because I actually was seeing this book everywhere and I was really excited about it because I just love anything with witches. I think it's so fascinating to read about them in the time periods that you can see witches in. So I am really excited about this book, and I really love this cover art. It's really gorgeous, and this book feels really cool. It has a really cool matte feeling. I don't know about you, but I just freaking love how books feel. You hear that? Yeah, that sounds like it feels good. So I think this is really cool. It's combining medicine and witchcraft and science together, and wow. My dog is literally tearing the stuffing out of a stuffed animal right now. I'm gonna have a mess to clean up. Kai, why? Kai, why? He won't stop until it dies. This one I am so excited that I have a copy of. It's not my copy, but I received this copy from a friend. Her name is Jenna, and she is part of the Bookish Ladies Club with me over on Bookstagram. Something cool that the Bookish Ladies are doing is we're doing a traveling library. So once we're done with a book, if we think others in our club will enjoy it, we're going to go ahead and pass it on and also include a postcard of where that person's from. So Jenna is from Maryland, and when I'm finished, I'll put a postcard of Pennsylvania in here and I'll pass it on to the next lady in the club that wants to read this. I am going to read this one next after I finish reading November 9th. I'm really excited to read Verity from Colleen Hoover because she normally writes romance, and this one is a kind of a romance thriller, and that is really exciting to me because I don't really like romance books, but I love thriller books, so it's going to be cool to see how they combine together in this one. This is a standalone, and like I said, it's a romantic thriller. I just freaking love this cover. I am a sucker for a nice cover. I think this looks awesome. So yeah, I'm going to read this one and then I'm going to pass it along. So thank you again, Jenna, for letting me borrow this. And then the next two books I'm going to do together kind of because they also involve the Bookish Ladies Club. So we had a October book swap and I was paired up with a lovely lady named Molly, and she gifted me 2 books from a list of books that I had that I sent to her. The first one was a book that I've been meaning to read, and it's a Court of Thorns and Roses. I've been seeing this all over Bookstagram, people on BookTube talk about it, and I'm just really excited because, like I said, I really like, ooh, there's chapter art on these. I'll have to show you that. I really love fantasy and magic and queendoms and kingdoms, so I'm really excited to get into this. There's chapter art. There's like thorns. I freaking love chapter art. I think my favorite chapter art so far this year was in A House of Salt and Sorrows. There was like an octopus on the corner. So cool. This is the first in a series of 4. And then she also has another series called A Throne of Glass. And it looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of those. So, I mean, I do plan on reading both series, and I don't know if I'll do it this year because it's already November and I have a lot of life to do and I don't even have them. So I really don't read a lot with Fae in it, so I'm excited to read this and to dive into the different courts and all of the fantasy goodness. So thank you again, Molly, for my copy. And then Molly also gifted me this. So in my list, I suggested that she send me one of her favorite books. So she sent me Unsub, and I just found out that this is actually a series, and this is the first in the series. I don't know anything about this, but this is an award-winning author. This is by Meg Gardiner. That kind of reminds me of The Chestnut Man, which came out in September, about a serial killer. So this is exciting. So thank you again, Molly, for my copy. I pre-ordered this one. This is the Grey Seer by Kim Liggett. I think I'm saying that right. So I was seeing this book freaking everywhere, and I was like, this sounds so good. It's a YA dystopian, and dystopian is like one of my favorite genres ever. It's kind of like a subgenre to sci-fi, which really makes no sense to me at all. But it's like a subgenre of science fiction, dystopian, apocalyptic novels, but that's like my heart. Like, I freaking love them. So I pre-ordered this copy, and there's like, this book is so pretty without the dust jacket on. So I'm just gonna, so here's a pink flower. It's so pink and foily, and then like the pages are blue and pink and foily, and it's so pretty. Okay, so I feel like a lot of people know about this book. I was hearing this book being compared to The Hunger Games, and I think not being compared to The Hunger Games in the event of it's like a competition and like one person wins, but comparing it to The Hunger Games because it's a YA dystopian about young children and they need to survive. And I think that's the comparison without me reading the book. But yeah, I'm really excited, and I was surprised I haven't devoured this book yet already. I picked up Imaginary Friend by Stephen Chbosky from Book of the Month Club. Look at this. Look at it. Now look at it compared to this one. Look how thick that is. It's very thick. So I am terrified of reading this book, first of all, because it is so large. Let me just tell you how many pages. As if I want to scare myself more by telling you how many pages are in here. 705. That's like 2 normal size books, or like 3 normal size books, like 3 Colleen Hoover books. Like, that's nonsense. But I'm gonna read it anyways. Hi, what did you eat? having a puppy is so exhausting. So that sounds terrifying considering I live in the middle of the woods in Pennsylvania. But I don't hear voices yet. Okay, so those were my books that I received in October. Like I said, I received a lot of electronic copies that I'm not going to get into. I'm going to try to do another kind of video where I just go over my ARCs, and I do get most of them electronically, so that will cover that section of my haul. But for now, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you subscribe and push that little bell button. I'm told to tell you to push the bell so then you know when I post a video. And go ahead and comment what you books you picked up recently or in October, and we can chit chat down there. And like always, I'll leave all my links in the description box, and I'll see you guys next time.